We have here this beautiful 2025 Blackheart Road aluminum version, weighing at 17 pounds, 6 ounces, and in kilos, 7.87 kgs. That is without pedals and without a Garmin mount, but it is an absolute gorgeous bike in a size large. Stay tuned after the video where your free buy sound test on those wheels right there. Hey everybody, GC Performance here, back with another video, and today I have for you guys the 2025 Blackheart Road AL, which stands for aluminum. And in 2025, who needs carbon fiber anymore? This full aluminum frame with a carbon fiber fork and handlebar comes in pretty much at a reasonable price of $19.50. You can upgrade it with the carbon fiber bar for $22.50, and it is a future-proof bicycle that has UDH compatibility, can fit up to a 34C tire on there, and has internal cables with also a very sleek design there. The bicycle is gorgeous. It has an anodized color palette that you can choose from a range of different colors. I went with this sunflower yellow and the black Blackheart logo on there. And it has a threaded T47 bottom bracket, but the bicycle came out beautiful. Obviously, the frame and the bar, they were sent out to me for free by Blackheart, so thank you guys very much over there. I worked with them in the past for their titanium frame sets, and I absolutely love the way they rode. So I figured I'd give out the aluminum version a try. All the other parts on the bike were spec'd out by me, but right here, as you guys see this bike, the reason why I say who needs carbon fiber is because I got pretty much a dream build of how I would build a bike. Carbon fiber wheels, one by setup, Shimano 105 Di2, which you can get for a steal of a deal as well. This whole thing is pretty much built out right around like $400 to $4,200 as you guys see it, which is bonkers, and it's a very capable bike. So in this video, I'll go over everything I did to spec out this bike, and then we're gonna be doing some test rides on this thing to really see how aluminum performs. I'll do a follow-up video later on down the road as well. But yeah, I mean, if you guys are looking for a different bicycle, you don't want to be riding everything that's the same that everyone has out there, Blackheart gives you guys the option to paint the bike whatever color you want. The aluminum is a better choice in terms of different material as well, because we have so many options out there in today's day and age. You have the UDH compatibility, like I said back here, that you can do a direct mount if you want to make this thing a direct mount, kind of a derailleur, like a one by or a mullet for like a gravel or mountain bike setup. Just saying if you wanted to. And a 34C tire capabilities was really cool. For the aluminum products by Blackheart, you can get up to a 5-year warranty. If you do the titanium, it's a lifetime warranty on their parts. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get into the video and show you guys how I built this thing up. Starting off with the handlebar and stem combo configuration. And this is their own Blackheart design. And when I did the Blackheart video with the titanium bike, so many people asked me about this handlebar. One, because this little heart is a nice little touch to it, but it's a very good looking bar, but also functional. This was one of my favorite handlebars I think I rid on the bike. I'm sad that they only come in so many different configurations. I wish it came in more. But on here, I went with a 40 by 120. And then you have an option for an out front mount right here as well, which I have outside my shop. And then it works with the integrated cables, pretty much with an FSA integrated headset on here. So it's very easy to go ahead and work with. And it looks really sleek. And I love the way the handlebars are. Has a nice reach. It's not right underneath the tops, so I have enough room and wrist clearance right here if I'm casually riding. Sometimes I find myself riding in the drops to be a little more comfortable. And the reach isn't crazy long like you see on some other handlebars as well, which I do like as well. Going to the handlebars, or the group set on here, I did a 105 Di2 because of the fact that it's a pretty cheap and affordable group. You can find them online, like for a complete group set for these things for like $1,100. I only needed a couple parts for the 105 Di2. I just needed the shifters, the battery, the wire, the rear derailleur, the cassette, the chain, the brake rotors, and that was it. So I got these things for like $800, which is stupid of a deal. I don't even know how the heck that's going on, but it's a really reliable group set for what it is. Blackheart also does sell this handlebar separately from their website, so if you guys are wondering, you guys can get it. Like I said about the widths on there though, and also the lengths, the longest stem they make is a 120, and I think the shortest width they make is a 38. They don't make a 36, so if you guys are wondering, you have the option too. In the front here, you have the little Blackheart logo, and then like I said, this is an anodized color frame, so it's an anodized yellow, sunflower yellow, and then you can choose out the decals you want on there as well for the color, but I went with just the simple black and yellow. It's very ballsy to choose a yellow bike because of the Tour de France, and I figured I'm not going to let my heart get in the way of what I want to design. I like the color yellow a lot. I think it's really cool. So unfortunately, I'll have to get a bunch of jokes about how I'm not a yellow jersey rider. but it's such a beautiful bike. But like I said, they have, I want to say, over like 20 to 30 different color options you can choose from, and the anodize on there is something way different than just normal paint. It is literally like a nice like textury feel on here, which feels really cool, and you can see the subtle weldings on there, which is really nice as well. For the fork, to add the little bit of compliancy that you want to the front end of a bike, it's no different. They're going to put an NV front fork on there to go ahead and make it a little bit more of a comfortable ride. And you can even see the NV logo right here, which I think it looks really, really badass. And you can fit up to a 34C tire. I chose the yellow P0 Race TLL-R tires in a 700 by 28C configuration because of the wheels I'm riding, which I have a video for these. Sorry about that, I got like 9 phone calls in a row. Back to the wheels on here. I went with the Magine DB607 Ultras, which I think had a nice touch with the gold on there to match these wheel sets. I believe it's a 60 front, like 68 rear, with carbon fiber spokes, ceramic bearings in there. It's a premium wheel set, but offered at like a really crazy price. I think like $1,300. But I think they just matched the bike so well. And that was a whole misconception back in the day with aluminum. It was a really cheap material to make, but because of the fact that it was a harsher material that didn't have enough flex on there, you felt a little bit more. But now in 2025, we have these crazy wide internal wheels, these crazy wide tire configurations, nice carbon fork, nice carbon integrated cockpit. It makes the ride way more supple and way more enjoyable, that you don't need to spend that much money on the carbon fiber frame because you have so much stuff to buffer out. You have tires, wheels, handlebars, carbon seat posts, carbon seats, everything on there to go ahead and kind of help you out to be a little more compliant there. So really cool. But yeah, the wheel sets on here, carbon fiber spokes. I'll have a whole video on these things later on as well once I get some rides on this thing. Going on over to the rotor choices, I chose a Campy Ecker 140 rotor because I love the look of Campy's rotors. I think they're really badass. And I wanted a 140 looking here, so this was a cheaper option I found, so I just went ahead and put those on there as well with the 105 disc brake caliper. Going down the frame, you have the beautiful Blackheart logo, and like I said before, the Road AL and also the Road Tie both have on there the threaded T47 bottom bracket, which is really nice. One thing I will say about this bicycle for the Road, for the aluminum version, running that rear disc brake and also that rear Di2 wire through this bottom bracket area, because of the way that these welds are and how skinny this chain stays, it is definitely a little bit more of a stress to fit that bottom bracket sleeve through there because the hole openings are so tight. So just, have some patience. If you're not a mechanic, get through it and you'll be good. I went with the Originate T47 outboard bottom bracket. And then for the cranks on here, I just did a video on this thing recently. I know this is a crazy crank, but I'll probably leave it on here for a little bit. This is a full carbon fiber spindle with a carbon fiber crank in a 165 configuration. ELITEWHEELS and their Novanta, which is a crazy lightweight crankset. It's one of the lightest cranks out on the market to rival THM as well. But I put this on here as well to go ahead and ride this thing out, which is really cool. The water ball cage, I had this extra one laying around. It was a Topeak carbon fiber mountain bike cage. Again, to go with the theme of the non-carbon fiber bike with carbon fiber spec everything. And then for the chainring on here, we went with a 52 tooth stone and a 105 and a 104 BCD Shimano bottom bracket. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. A 104 BCD chain spider. Let me try this again. Stone 52 tooth chainring and a 110 BCD, similar to what Shimano is, and it's just a 1x in there with a Shimano 105 chain on there because of the fact that I love 1xs here and I don't need it. If you are running a front derailleur on the Road alloy or the Road tie, you do need to use a clamp on there because there's no attachment for a braze on, but they do give you the clamp with the included purchase on here. You have the lower rear seat stays as well, the lower rear chain stays, the 105 rear derailleur, and then 1134 Shimano cassette as well. But you can see right here, this is a massive through axle holding for the UDH on here. Like I said, if you just want to run new SRAM Red XPLR, you can run that on there. It is UDH compatible. Let's say that in the future they make new road bike rear derailleurs, group sets, and UDH. Your bicycle is future proof for that matter, which is really cool. The rear wheel is exact same as the front. It's the Magine DB607 XR Ultra, and this is a 68. I think it's a staggered depth on there with the exact same tire, and it's a Pirelli TPU tube with the yellow logo and the yellow cap on there as well. Going to the back, it's the exact same rotor as the front, 140mm Campy Ekar rear rotor. And then for the seat posts, you also get this included with the frame and also this wolf tooth seat post clamp. I believe it's a 31.6 or 31.8 carbon fiber seat post on here. It's not the best carbon fiber at all. It is carbon fiber, but you can upgrade on their website to either an Envy or a Zip if you wanted to be a little bit lighter, to go ahead and shave off a little bit more weight on there. And then for the saddle, again, carbon fiber theme with an aluminum bike, a Burke Lupina 155 saddle with carbon fiber rails and full carbon fiber body seat on there, which is pretty badass. But, I mean, you cannot sit there and say this bike is not a head turner at all. I'm very excited to get my hands on here to ride this thing. And this is it. This is the Blackheart Road AL, and it's an affordable option in terms of buying a really nice frame set that is capable of doing anything you want. So I'm excited to see. I'm going to take on some quick group rides. I'm going to take it. I'm going to be using it for some content as well, for an out front mount for Insta360. Hopefully get some good footage of it, but the bicycle is just a gorgeous frame set on there. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I'll leave a link as well to this frame set. And we'll do a couple of follow-up videos of how this bike has ridden in the future. So I'll see you guys. All right, here comes a free buy sound test on these Majin DB607 Ultra XRs. Here we go. Wow. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.